So I was recently asked why I never discussed my cancer diagnosis. And I had to think about that like for a while. And for the longest, I couldn't come up with an answer. But after recently thinking about it, the answer that I came up with was shame. I was ashamed. I was ashamed because my background was health and fitness. I've been in the health and fitness industry for over 45 years. So with me pushing health and fitness and then me getting cancer, I felt like I had done something wrong. So let's go back to 2019. I felt like I was at the height of my life. For those that don't know, I'm a coach, trainer, contest promoter, judge, dad. Gym owner. Yeah, I felt like I was at a pretty good point in my life. Everything was clicking. So, on the news, they would say, at that time, it was 50 years old, you need to get a colorectal exam. So I'm like, why would I do that? I'm healthy as a horse, strong, got a lot of muscle. I'm eating right, I'm sleeping right, taking on my supplements. Good to go. So then I was convinced, hey, you need to get this done. So we get it done. Doctor sees me and he says, oh man, this is going to be a routine thing for you. You big healthy guy like you, it's no big deal. So we get the colorectal exam and they didn't give us the results right then. So the nurse calls me while I'm at work and I'm training somebody. And she says, hey, are you a place that you could talk? I'm like, yeah, what's up? So she says, we got your results of your colorectal exam and you have cancer. And you need to come in to see the doctor. So we need to schedule an appointment for you to, come see the oncologist. I felt like I was in another world, man. I'm like, nah, it's got to be wrong. So I'm training the client at the time. I turn around, my client says, what's wrong? I'm like, nothing. She goes, no, something's wrong. You have turned gray. My dark skin, she said, was gray. So I played that off and went on back to work. And then we set the appointment to see the oncologist. We go see the oncologist. Oncologist tells me, yeah, you got rectal cancer, and where your cancer is, it's in a rare place, so it's on the edge of your rectum. So we have a lot of options, that we have to, do. We're gonna have to have surgery to cut it out, and then we're gonna, when we do that, we're gonna have to give you ileostomy bag. So, and then we're gonna have to do a number of cycles of chemo and radiation. So they give me the chemo pills. That's not a big deal. I was like, oh, this is nothing. So we take the chemo pills. They turn my hands, the palms of my hands, and the soles of my feet black. But then the color comes back. So I'm thinking, oh, that's it. No, we're good. not understanding what the severity of stage 3 meant. So after we do the chemo pills, then they set me up for radiation. I had to do 6 weeks of radiation, which is the worst, absolute worst for me. It was the absolute worst. After each radiation treatment, I got sick. So fast forward, after we do the radiation, then I have to do 12 weeks of the actual chemo treatment. So we do the chemo treatment. After the treatment's over, we ring the bell. And I just figure I'm just going to go on my life. And then we have to have surgery. And we have surgery because that tumor is so low on my rectum, they had to cut my rectum out. So when they cut my rectum out, what that meant is I had to get a colostomy bag. Of course, as a bodybuilder, and this has been my life for the majority of my life, that didn't sit well with me because, it's my ego. So, fast forward, after that, we recovered from the cancer treatment. That took a couple of years. And then immediately after that, we had 2 back surgeries, a laminectomy and then a spinal fusion, L4-5S1. That took 2 years to recover from. And then after that, because all the training and beating myself up, ignoring the pain, we had to have a reverse shoulder replacement. Reverse is where the ball is here. The ball is here, the socket's here. In regular replacement, the ball is here, socket's here. So that's taken about a year to recover from. Well, within that time, it makes you reflect. And when you reflect and you look back and you go, man, I've been through a lot. My life it was this way, now it's this way, it's all turned upside down. But recently I just came to I had this epiphany, man, if I hadn't gone through any of that, I wouldn't have the relationship with God that I have. So I've heard someone say, would you like to have, if I gave you $10 billion, would you take $10 billion to be happy? I was thinking, yeah, of course. Okay. Then if you take there's a catch. You die tomorrow. So now it comes into place like, okay, well, what's more important? Is it my relationship with God more important, or is it the $10 billion? Of course, $10 billion got to go. So I look at things a lot differently. I'm grateful to be alive. I'm actually grateful I went through this, because if I hadn't, I wouldn't know God the way I do. So this video is not only a testimony of my spirituality now, it's also, I'm just doing this to encourage people out there today that are having a tough time, whether it's with cancer, whether it's with any illness, whether it's job loss, whatever. Man, don't give up. Put your hand in God's hands. He's got you. He knows what's best. So this is my first video. I may make others, I don't know. But not only did I make this for you guys, I made this for me. So, again, thanks for listening. It's been an honor to do this.